Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv, where you get the reliable news that is tailored for you, and of course where you can actually comment and interact.
As I often want to desist from things that are not productive, particularly at this time, you always find people who are divisive. You will find people who want to bring in contention, unnecessary tension. You'll find people who want to bring in tribe and religion. I've always said it, that Nigeria has been structured in a way where tribe, ethnicity, religion is all the poor, disenfranchised people talk about. That is all they've made you think of. That is what they've made you talk about. If some of your criminal politicians from the southeast meet with Dangote and they have business to do or they have certain transactions to do, they don't care or talk about religion, care about tribe. They go ahead. Whenever they need themselves for political position, they care less about tribe amongst themselves. When they're sharing money, they do not care what the color of the money looks like, or if it came from the hand of a Fulani man, Tiv, Efik, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. They share the money. When they meet in the secret chamber where they do their stuff, they do not care about tribe or religion. But every time they sell you this tribe, religion, and there is always this contention of who is more superior than the other, who is more stronger than the other. Now, why am I saying this? It is because there is something that has to do with insecurity in Nigeria and secession. And in the southwest of Nigeria, several voices have been heard. And this time around, it is Sunday IGBOHO who has decided to physically, it is not just talk, physically deal with the situation on ground. Of course, many of you have seen what Sunday IGBOHO did recently. He is also talking about the secession, breaking away or getting back to the originality of what the Southwest used to be, rather than being joined together with what we call Nigeria. Now, there is somebody else in the southeast of Nigeria. He's a Biafran, and he's the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. He's not the first person that will call for a breakaway. In fact, this resulted into civil war. IPOB right now is the one that is popular and is headed by NNAMDI KANU. NNAMDI KANU had to get out of Nigeria as a result of the military, the government of Major General Muhammadu Buhari, and also certain people, politicians from the southeast of Nigeria, who were hell-bent on making sure that he is kicked out and he escapes for his life. He is somewhere in Europe or America. It goes back and forth due to the foreign citizenship, the dual nationality that he possesses. Now that I've given you a little bit snippet about these two individuals that I am going to talk about, it is because people out there have started saying things. They started coming with who said this, who did not say this. All of this is to create a division amongst people who have sacrificed themselves, people who have given their time and energy. And they kind of want to misconstrue statements or chop statements and make it appear as if the person said it this way. But I'm going to drop it exactly the way it is so that you guys will deal with it. Sunday IGBOHO, like I said, had an interview, and in this interview, he was asked, this is carried by a platform called Naija News. That's why I'm giving you exactly where it came from. It's carried by a platform called Naija News. And on this platform, it states, Sunday IGBOHO, I am not like Nnamdi Kanu, who doesn't carry his people along. Now, this statement is true and it is also false. In between, you ask me, what does that mean? True and false. First, carrying people along. How do you carry people along? Nnamdi Kanu did not carry certain people along because these people are extra baggages. They are saboteurs. These people are not ready for progress. And it is true that he didn't carry them along because they do not want to be carried along. And the other part of this, false. Yes, he carried people along. He carried the progressive-minded people along. He carried people who are ready to join the cause along. That is what it is. Now, they said Yoruba activist Sunday Adeyemo, known as Sunday IGBOHO, has said he cannot be likened to NNAMDI KANU, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. When compared with the IPOB leader in an interview recently conducted by a correspondent with the Punch newspaper, IGBOHO is said to have said his agenda is different from that of NNAMDI KANU, who according to him is not carrying his own people along, that he is ready to carry his own people along. And I think when you begin a struggle, you realize that there are people who do not want to be carried along. For example, what happened recently, the Oni of Ife visited the president, Buhari, probably was invited or he sought for an audience, I wouldn't know. And Sunday IGBOHO said something that the Oni felt insulted, saying, you were not there, so you don't know what I went in them for. You cannot just come to say, I went there to collect check, I went there to collect money. Why is this coming out? It is because it has been the practice of these politicians and churches and monarchs to give money back and forth. So we know that that has been the characteristics. And when money is given to them, they are told to go back to their people and do this. Go back to your people and do this. That is the practice. So for Sunday IGBOHO to have said this, it is because he knows this has been the practice over time. Now, he apologized to the Oni of Ife. Since the Oni of Ife said, no, that's not what I went for. End of story. He apologized and they settled it. That's because the culture of Yorubas are different from that of other tribes. Other tribes have what they deal with. Now, in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there are certain things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said to the people that are the supposed elders of Igbo land, and some people feel uncomfortable. They say this is not right. You are not supposed to act this way. And some people say it's okay. These are useless elders. That is to let you know that tribes are different. There are tribes that accept that you speak to elders this way when they are wrong and you say things to them without care and you don't apologize later for it. It depends on what these crimes are or what these people are doing. Now, in the case of the southeast of Nigeria, there are certain elders, certain people who do not want Biafra anymore. They do not want anything that has to do with breakaway. Some of them are having one leg here, one leg there. Some love the way Nigeria is because it benefits them. And this is creating problem. And if you do not speak truth to power, you look at age or elder, and you look at those monarchs and all of those people, and you keep on like that, it will remain that way. That is why Nnamdi Kanu has taken that particular approach to speak the way it does. Although it makes mistakes, although it says certain things that it shouldn't say. But of course, he's a human being. We are bound to make mistakes. The only thing is when you make mistakes, you realize that you've made the mistake. If you come out on your platform and said, yes, I made mistake on this aspect, I'm sorry about this. Yes. I've heard him. There are certain mistakes he has made. And when he's, particularly on the Zoom platform, there are certain mistakes. And when he's corrected, he said, I'm sorry if this is this, if this is that, I'm sorry about it. I do not want to. But what about the Southeastern politician pushing for things that are non-progressive? And you expect the person to be in line with you, to speak with you in a calm way. Maybe when Nnamdi Kanu started, he came hard at them, speaking and insulting and calling their names and calling them certain names that are insultive. Probably that is it. Maybe it didn't go. It wasn't like after a while he started doing all of that, but immediately he started his platform, he started shooting at them, and people said, how do you know everything? Just like the way the Oni of Ife said, Sunday IGBOHO, how were you part of the discussion? Did you hear what I told the president or hear what the president told me? How could you have just decided to come out to say it on public platform that I have done this? This is character assassination. You see, stuff like this. So there are times that people might misconstrue. There are times that people might say certain things and it is not what it is. These things are there. So we will give a little line, a little gray area as regards this, that it is not everything that you say as regards the action or what you think people are doing that is actually what they are doing. And when you make such accusation, sometimes those people don't want to come back to start hitting at you and telling you, what do you mean? Some might keep quiet, doesn't mean that it's true. And some might decide to attack you back and say, look, man, this is not what I did. And this is what creates tension. So if according to this Punch newspaper, Sunday IGBOHO said, I am not KANU. I am not like KANU. KANU is working on his own agenda. Perhaps he doesn't carry his people along. This is about the Yoruba people being killed, raped, extorted, oppressed, and humanized in their own land. What we want is justice, peace, harmony, and good governance. This is what Sunday IGBOHO is said to have responded to when he was asked about himself and NNAMDI KANU. So listen again. He said, I am not KANU. He's correct. He is not NNAMDI KANU. I am not like NNAMDI KANU. He's correct. He is not like NNAMDI KANU. KANU is working on his agenda. It is true. NNAMDI KANU is working on his own agenda. And his agenda is to free the Biafrans the way he understands it. And the second statement is, perhaps, meaning, I am not sure if he doesn't carry his people along. Which people? It means that there are certain people that need to be carried along whenever you need to achieve. You cannot do this on your own. There are certain people that you have to force them. You have to force their hands to be part of it. There are people that cannot stand in between the fence. They have to make it known. Are you here or there? It is very important that they voice their opinion and you put a stamp on it. This person said he doesn't want to be part of Biafra, or this person doesn't want to be part of the new nation. This person does not, is saying this and is acting this way. These are very, very important. So he said, perhaps. So I want us to understand all of these things. He said, I am fighting for the Yoruba people that are being killed, raped, extorted, oppressed, and dehumanized. That is what he said. Now, he went on to say, IGBOHO said there is no more fear of civil war. Actually, there is no fear of civil war regarding the cause that I'm fighting. Those who thought that such could happen had the fear because they have hidden agenda. We are not waging any war against Fulani people. Our own fear is that our leaders are friends of the Fulani who know the herdsmen, who are criminals in our midst. Our appeal to the Fulani is to bring the killer herders in our midst to book. Now, I'm going to go through statements, responses to this, so as to let you see how people think. One person said, you can never be like NNAMDI KANU because you are compromised already. You stark illiterate. That is the first shot. You cannot be like him. You are a stark illiterate. The person saying the other person is a stark illiterate does not even understand a simple statement. A simple statement. What is a statement made by this man called Sunday Igboho said, I am not KANU. Is it not true? I am not like NNAMDI KANU. KANU is working on his agenda. Biafra. Perhaps he doesn't carry his people along. This is about the Yoruba people being killed. That is the statement being made. Now, somebody else went on to say, you really said the truth. Igboho can never be like coward NNAMDI KANU, who only command his people on social media. KANU is a toothless dog who ran away at the first sight of blood, but is ready to speak and push for others to go right in front of the firing line, while he has kept his own wife, children, and himself safe. That is a statement that somebody else made. That's to let you see how people can begin to divide each other. And the comments that trail this, I'm telling you, the comments that followed all of this is up to 3,000 comments. That's to let you know that people wake up whenever you talk about tribe. I know this is a very sensitive topic and a lot of people will be dropping their own. But if you're smart and you're wise, you'll be able to separate the troublemaker from people who have purpose and focus. Now, somebody said, that's Igboho didn't say anything close to what the media is suggesting. They're only trying to change the narrative in order to create fight and distraction among us. That's what people don't know, that there are certain paper, media houses that are paid to rearrange what you have said, to make it mean something else, to make it sound. Calling someone an illiterate or not an illiterate does not make a difference in this. We are talking about Fulani. Are these Fulani herdsmen educated? They are not educated, but till today, they have become a big problem. They have become bones in the neck. Until today, no one is able to put an end to it. We are talking of uneducated people taking cows back and forth. Until today, it is just talk. Nobody has been able to put an end until Sunday Igboho, Eastern Security Network, decided to act physically like, look, enough is enough. So what are we saying here? So I don't think it's time for people to begin to, get themselves into this rave and begin to argue amongst themselves and begin to say stuff like, oh, it is this, it is that, it is not the other way, it is this other way. This is shameful. This is shameful. This is not supposed to be. So I don't know what your own thoughts are. Someone said, I am one with NNAMDI KANU by Adebanjo, but the media twisted it saying, I am at war with NNAMDI KANU. I heard this. broadcasted on Radio Biafra. Pa Adebanjo said, I am one with NNAMDI KANU, but when the media brought it out, they wrote, I am at war with NNAMDI KANU. So it is very, very important that when you hear, take time to look deeper. What is the personality of these two people in question? Have they taken time to sacrifice themselves or not? If they have done so, why do you think that such people will be interested in looking for popularity in a way that it kind of attacks in a way that, like you are attacking somebody else so that you can get people to look at you like you're a special person? No, this is not what any of them stand.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.